there was a couple times where just your life being on the line, and you don't know if you're gonna go home and lay your head on your pillow that night.
It's a big city problem now popping up in Austin suburbs. Gangs are moving into our neighborhoods and they're targeting students in middle school. Good evening, I'm Walt Macaborski.
And I'm Hema Muller. KITV's Alex Boyer joins us live in the studio now to shed some light on what appears to be our city's dirty little secret, Alex.
Yeah, indeed it is. And according to Austin police, gangs can be found in 5 areas throughout the city. Check out the map. We've pinpointed it here. The heaviest concentration in the Northeast, North Central, Central East, South Central, and Southeast. Now, some gang members are lucky enough to escape the violence, but sadly, many do not.
His lyrics have meaning. Lawrence Martinez raps about a major part of his past. A time when the 29-year-old was living the life of a gangbanger on the streets of South Austin.
The reality of doing things of that nature, or death, or being paralyzed in prison.
Martinez managed to escape that fate, but many Austinites aren't so lucky.
I decided that when I was going to get out of prison, I was going to do something different.
Luis Mejia got into a gang as a teenager. By the time he was 18, Mejia was running the gang of 80 members.
Society should be a little bit worried.
Sergeant Douglas Rice oversees APD's gang unit. His detectives working the streets making a disturbing discovery. The average age of an Austin gang member is just 11 years old.
They're a vulnerable population. They're extremely moldable. Their identities are being formed.
Ricky Diaz agrees.
I started wearing the colors when I was 13.
Diaz joined the gang for a sense of community and support. But it wasn't long before Diaz was selling crack cocaine at middle school and carrying a gun. His life quickly spiraled out of control. It took his best friend getting killed for Diaz to wake up and walk away.
Like right now, man, I probably got about 3 good friends left. Maybe 2, like I think 2 good friends left, man. Everybody else is dead or in prison, and that's when I started realizing, that that gang life, it wasn't for me.
Diaz, Mejia, and Martinez are sharing their stories of despair and survival in hopes of shedding light on Austin's little-known gang problem.
It's the uncomfortable truth, and it's always been around. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
The trio volunteers at Launchpad, an after-school program that helps at-risk kids stay on track. All 3 men now have jobs and families.
It showed me a whole new life. I started, getting closer to God, man, and God, he just started blessing me. And
a life free from gangs.
I mean, life's a lot better now. Life's full of joy now. There's very rarely a bad day anymore. It's just bad moments.
Yeah, and there's also something called the GREAT program. It stands for Gang Resistance Education and Training. Basically, officers go into schools and try to educate kids at very young ages of the dangers of gangs, hopefully keeping them on the right path. Live in the studio tonight, Alex Boyer, KITV News.